are you this morning?
Good morning, Belize. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. It is today the 26th day. That's right, Rich?
Yes, that's correct.
The 26th day of June. And it's the morning show coming to you live from our studios in Belize City on Love FM and Love TV. I'm Ernesto, and with me is Rich. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning, Ernesto. Good morning, in Belize. It's a beautiful day, but you know what I like to say? It's because it is Friday. It's a wonderful day today. I could just feel it in my bones. For some people, because it is the 26th, I know that this is when their pay is supposed to come in for some people. So I know it's going to be extra exciting for them for the weekend. But nonetheless, Fridays are always just beautiful. It's like that nice start to the weekend. Although it's not quite the weekend, but as soon as you're finished off from your regular day's work, you know that you can rest and be assured that you don't have to fuss about the next day unless you got laundry and any other chores, which maybe you could delay for a bit. Not ignore, but delay for a bit.
You should never delay your laundry.
Well, I mean, like for maybe an hour or so,
Just-
you're sleeping
just,
a little bit extra.
You ever run out of clothes?
I think once.
Once or so?
Once. And that was when I was living by myself for a bit.
Yeah, you ever had to they ever give advice you take certain garment and you turn it inside out and wear it again?
I've heard that advice. I don't think I've ever taken the advice though. Please don't do that, especially for any kind of underwear. Those are like a one day use. Once you've used it once for the day, don't try to reuse it again. The next side, I don't know if the next side will actually be cleaner, but the scent will still be there.
Oh boy, there we go. Early morning to you, everyone. We have a packed show for you this morning, and let's take a look at that.
To begin, we have our friends from Smart. They are here with us, and they're actually having this FIFA World Cup 2026 Predict and Win. From my understanding, you predict who's going to win each match, you earn points, and there's a cash prize at the end of the day.
What? So I could predict.
You could predict and you
I
could
could
win.
predict, yeah. They are coming in early this morning, followed by...
A taste of Belize. And, we have a variety of different dishes here in Belize from the ethnicities. And even within those respective cultures, there's a rich variety of food selection. So we're going to hear from Taste of Belize, what it's all about, learn about the culinary experience we can expect from it, as well as the mixology side of it and how it blends into tourism.
Yeah, and also with the Bay City Entertainment Squad, all the way from Corazal. It's a dance group. They'll be joining us this morning, and looking forward to seeing them. And of course, we have to take care of ourselves, and the word drugs always comes up, and we have to be careful with that. National Drug Abuse Control Council, NDAC, is the director, Mr. Reyes, will be coming in and chatting with us and giving us some advice on what's going on with all that in our country. Okay. Let's take a break. We'll be back. I forget. Once again, good morning, everybody. Well, good morning. And in the studios, we have some guests already, and we have some smart guests.
Yes,
But
just before we get into that, we want to make sure. We don't want nobody go and reel up with that. We're not giving them a Belido number
that's
from
true.
last night.
That's right.
45 was last night's winning Belido number. 45.
45.
Yes.
Okay, if you want, congratulations.
But you were saying we have some smart guests in the
That's right.
building.
There's a smart guest in the building. We need smartness first thing in the morning.
Of course, joining us on the couch, we have Ms. Karina Canto. She's the PR and Communications lead, as well as Ms. Jessica Jones, the Product Development Manager. Good morning, ladies, and welcome.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having us.
So tell us exactly what smart things are you guys cooking up for Belize?
Well, we're here this morning to promote our new Predict and Win fantasy game. It follows, so SMART is basically bringing the excitement of the World Cup to our customers this year. As you know, the World Cup is happening, and we're hosting a Predict and Win game via our SMART app. So our SMART customers can exclusively download the SMART app via the Play Store or the Android store, and they could basically log in using their SMART number, use their credit. If you're a postpaid customer, it will be automatically billed to your account, and you could basically predict and win the scores of each World Cup game. So as it
You
goes
predict the
along.
scores.
Yes, you could predict the
Okay.
winner as well as the score, the exact score that the winner is going to get.
And I like to think that, depending which one you get correct, you get, it carries a certain amount of points. Like if you just predict the
Correct.
winner,
Yes,
but if you actually predict the exact score, that carries more points.
Yes, So each correct winning prediction. So if you predict the correct team that's going to win each game, you'll get 1 point, and if you predict the correct score, you get 3 points. Yeah, so that's a total of 4 points for each game. And you could predict as much time as you want. So it's 50 cents per chance. So if you do maybe 10 predictions, it's going to be 4 times 10. So you're looking at 40 points, basically.
Okay. And then you win something at each game?
Well, actually, right now we're doing weekly prizes, which include, like a watch party basket, which has beverages, chips, so that you can have, while you're watching the game. We'll also have closer to the quarterfinals. We'll have watch parties whereby the people who qualify, they get to. We've partnered with several popular venues whereby you can go, and then you can have like a beer tower for you and your friends. And then the grand prize, of course, is $2,500. When you look at the leaderboard, like Rich asked, can I catch it? And yes, you can, because then we have, and then to allude to that, we've actually are doing multipliers, which means that, like for example, Saturday's game with Portugal, you have an opportunity to get triple the points. And it's very amazing, that Belize, we have a lot of football aficionados. So this is an opportunity, you always have those friendly bets with your friends, your family, your co-workers. Now it's time to, put your knowledge to the test. And it's really amazing how a lot of people do actually like hit those scores on the head. And for example, like Jessica was mentioning, you get full 4 points per vote. So with the triple multipliers will be 4 times the full amount of points that you get. So that leaderboard can really change like in the blink of an eye. And we've actually been seeing it for the last multiplier game, like someone who was like at 12, they shot up to, I believe it was
So
the
there's
top
one
5.
big prize at the end of all this?
Yes.
Yes, so the grand prize, we also have second and third place prizes as well. So that is for the persons that finish first, second, and third on the leaderboard.
Total prize points at the
Yeah.
end.
We also have a quarterfinal prize as well. So for our top contestants, we will be randomly selecting one person, and we'll be hosting a watch party for them for the finals.
Yes.
So it's going to
So
be
you
a
could
full
win after
hosting.
each game, you win something.
Yes.
You
And
win.
then
You have your
you
weekly
keep adding,
prizes.
and you're still in the race.
Correct.
Correct.
Add up your points at the end of the.
Yeah. So you could basically win every week with our weekly prizes. you could win our quarter final prize,
Or the grand
or
prize.
you could win the grand prize if you're all the way up there. And the leaderboard is visible, so you will be seeing how you're doing. So
Yeah, so you can
you
track.
could, yeah, you could track your progress. You could see if you
Yes.
did a first, you did a second, or you're a little bit lower than that.
Well, I'd watch it
And
it's just-
everything stays anonymous, because
Yes, it's
so
all
the
anonymous.
privacy, you'll have like a username.
Name.
When you
Uh-huh.
because when you register, you can if you already have a username in mind, you can use that, or the system auto generates. One for you, which is very exciting because then sometimes there's some fun. We have a jumping iguana,
Yeah, Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger. So it's
CR7,
really,
yeah.
it's
It's
really
really fun
it's
to
really
see,
a fun.
Well, I see a Carlos out in front right now.
Yes, and actually the ones who are like in the lead right now, just like a side note, there have been loyal customers, and they're always the ones that are like in the race for the FIFA.
Yes.
One of them was actually the winner for the last
Games.
predict and win that we
And
had.
this is the second time.
this is the
second time we're doing it.
All
The
right.
second time we're doing it, and it's very fun to see. It's a good way to have fun and just like get rewarded for your predictions that you're making anyway, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You
Yeah.
mentioned it's 50 cents per
50 cents
chance.
per-
That's
per vote.
From your credit that
From
you have.
your credit,
Okay.
yes. Uh-huh.
And then postpaid is charged to the
To your bill,
Bills.
correct.
Yeah, so every customer can participate, whether you're a prepaid, you're a hybrid, or you're a postpaid.
But
so
you have to be a smart customer.
Of
Yes,
course.
you have to be a smart customer. And
Yeah.
actually today we're having data madness, whereby if you whenever you are uploading different tiers of credit, you get free data, so you can watch the game, on the go, or you can have that, data for the weekend to watch all of the games, because then we have a lot of games coming up.
This
so
weekend.
there you go. So there you get free data for just upload the credit.
So, but that depends on how much I put how much could I put on my phone, right?
yeah,
So you have the different tiers. So if you have like between $1 to $9.99, you get 500 MBs of data, and then the further you put, you get
More
so they have
data.
the more data. So if you are the ones who usually put in a lot of credit cards, you really want to make sure that you don't miss none of the action. You'll get 3,500 MBs of data. So enough for be secure for make you watch the game, and that's all day today at participating agents and also all of our showrooms countrywide. And then you also have online where you can do it with Belize Bank and Atlantic Bank.
Yeah,
So
I think one of the anticipated games is playing today, France and Norway.
Well, at least for me.
France, I think Jessica is a France fan, right, Fran?
I mean,
Yes.
almost.
Alele
Yes.
Blue.
My one is until tomorrow, but I'm Portugal.
Portugal plays Colombia
Yes,
tomorrow. Yeah.
tomorrow.
So that means you're going to be keenly keeping an eye on
Yes,
that game.
yes, I'm going to be watching very keenly
And
because
that
it's
that
exciting.
is one of our multiplier games as well. So you could score extra points. It's three times multipliers. So whatever score, if you predict your score correctly, you get times 3. So instead of the regular 4, you could get up to 12 points.
So, yeah.
Well, France will win.
Well, we never know because
It's
then
gonna be
these
2-1.
these
2-1,
games have
okay.
been very unpredictable. Look at
Yes.
Germany
Yes.
and look at
Ecuador.
Germany game
Ecuador,
yesterday
yeah.
and Ecuador.
Ecuador,
And
yeah.
we've seen somewhere you saw some big people like our big football clubs like they're like tying, like drawing with things. So it's very unpredictable, but that's the fun of the game. You
Yeah.
get the chance to really just like put your knowledge to this, because I
see,
hear
yeah.
some people like they really are football stars. They follow it, or like they say,
They
all right,
know exactly,
they know exactly what the players are going to do, how they practice, and what their moves are. So like they have it down to a science, and it's like just amazing to see, and so that's the fun of the game.
I know you have hundreds, maybe even thousands of customers
Yes,
countrywide.
yes.
Do you have an estimate of about how many people have predicted and tried to win? Because on your Facebook page, it only shows the top 10.
Yeah.
But do you have an idea about how much of the subscribers or your clientele are playing?
I don't know if you want to say.
But
The game has really catched on this time, I must say. I think the leaderboard has brought out the competition in a lot of people. We have a lot of people that have that have made prediction, like unique customer wise, I would say like in the thousands, yes, that have predicted. And I mean, it just takes one correct prediction, you know, to get you right up there. And the thing about the prediction, you don't have to make just one. You can make multiple predictions with multiple votes. So it's not just to say, okay, Germany will win 1-2. You could do Germany will draw. Germany will
Be
they
3-0,
will
2-0,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, so you could make
Okay.
multiple predictions on a
Okay.
game. So I think that's where the fun comes into place with a lot of customers, because you see them, they 2-1, 3-1. They want to
Yes.
make sure that
Yeah, they want to
they're gonna
make
get
sure.
it. Yeah.
And then that's where you take advantage of the multipliers, because then
Yeah.
it really gives you the opportunity to shoot up the based on your investment that you do. And then we'll also have a quadruple
Yeah.
multiplier.
Oh, so
Coming
that's
along.
coming up.
So that's
Yeah.
really going to throw like a little, you
A
know.
little,
Carlos, better watch
yeah,
yourself.
Yes, because then that quadruple, it really will. It is a game changer. So you can always be on our Facebook page, whereby we have this schedule of the games,
Games,
when the multipliers are going to be. So you still have an opportunity to download the smart app if you haven't. If you need some assistance, you can call us on 1090 so that we can walk you through that registration process. And we've actually seen a lot of requests of people that like emailing us and like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to sign up, you know, like assist me because I'm stuck at this point. So the visibility and the interaction has really increased for this particular promotion. So if you haven't downloaded the smart app, you can do so, and it's fairly easy. You just go to the Play Store or the Apple Store, and it's less than a minute.
Yeah,
you
it's
just
a very,
very
very,
easy process.
easy
You enter
process,
your
yeah.
number, you get the code, you enter that code, and like
You
I
log
said, if
in.
you don't have a username in mind, the system auto generates a username for you, and that's it. 1 minute, and then you're ready to go to start predicting those scores and get in the game.
A lot of women participating in this. I get
Yes.
the feeling more and more women are getting involved.
Yes, they're actually the weekly winners that we've had so far. I think out of all of them, we have like 4 women so
Yeah.
far that have.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, once upon a time we used to watch game. The ladies in the room at Olympics, the cover of the pay, no mind.
I have a crazy theory. I think that Ronaldo.
I was there, Ronaldo
Yeah.
Ronaldo and the
and
Messi.
Messi and these boys.
And
no?
the Mbappe.
Mbappe, I'm an Mbappe fan. So.
But I have a next question. I noticed that a lot of companies in Belize have been hosting their own watch parties. Smart doing the same thing. I know you mentioned in the future for the finals and quarterfinals, but are you doing any watch party leading up to that?
Yes, we actually have a watch party scheduled for this week. So we will be contacting our customers to go ahead and get a chance to claim their free beer tower at Social Lounge. We have some other participating location that will be going ahead and launching today as well. So once we reach out to the customers, all they need to do is go in between the time period and they get their free beer tower. So.
Are you move the watch parties around, right?
Yes,
we
we
will.
actually have one also in Orange
Orange
Walk at
Walk.
the gym, right? At the gym in Orange Walk.
We should be doing one in San Pedro and then one in the south and Cayo.
So
And then
that's
you
countrywide.
supply the
Yes.
TV sets, the televisions and so on, and set them up.
Well, it will be at the location. So the locations are already playing the game. So we're supplying the drinks basically.
Okay, but I thought you said some gym or something.
Oh,
Oh,
The gym. That's one.
Like-
Yeah, that's one of the locations in Orange Walk.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, the
it's
gym.
called-
Called the
nightclub.
gym. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
nightclub. Yeah.
so you think they were going to actual
Yeah,
gym?
gym was set up. I think somebody
Well, you do
else is doing that.
exercise, you know, at work. Where when you're drinking, you do workout. So I think it's a fun play on the
The
word
name.
the gym. So
They spell it the GYM or
no, they have. Yeah, I believe.
Yeah,
so.
DGYM. Yeah,
D-
D tilde
Okay.
GYM.
GYM.
okay.
So you have a lot of opportunities
To get into the game.
to participate. So
Yeah. And we're going all the way up until the finals, of course, in July 19th. So you still have a good we're about halfway right now.
Halfway.
But the multipliers will definitely help you climb the leaderboard I must say, I have seen it from the back end.
And you could see how
Yes, I
people are
have
getting
seen
interested
how
and-
the
Yes,
customers
yeah.
really
and
climb.
predicting.
Yes.
Sometimes I think some people are psychic the way
Yeah.
that they get those scores right on the nail.
Right on
yeah.
the nose. It's amazing.
But like you said, some people take it serious and
Yes,
study
they
their
do.
teams.
Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah.
studying this thing.
One question, or our next question, I should say. When it comes to putting in your prediction, I would like to assume that it has to be before the game begins. Do you have to do the
Oh, yeah,
entire
you have a-
batch before the very first, or is it like maybe like
I
a
think
30
before the
second,
game
30
begins, you need to.
minutes before each game? How early do you have to get it in?
So the system is automatically locked off at the point where the game starts.
Okay.
So you have about like 1 minute prior to the game starting to make your predictions. We usually put the games up at least 7 days prior to. So you have 7 days prior to the game to make a prediction on a game that's going to happen 7 days down the road.
Yeah.
So for example, like they've already released who's going to be playing in the round of 32
Yeah.
on Sunday that starts. So we've already put that on the site. So as soon as they release the games, the FIFA, we would put that on the app for them to start to vote, basically.
Well, don't tell anybody.
Yeah, so if you know you're
Rich.
going to be busy and you know you
Yeah,
don't want
you
to
don't have
forget
to wait.
you don't have to
Yeah.
wait. So you can do all of your predictions in advance and know that you're going to be set for when the games begin.
And for the shock, I'm a smart family for tell them, you don't worry about it, you have enough time. Don't forget it, and then only me at the end.
Only you are the
Time
in.
But don't tell anybody. But you actually have experts predicting.
So you think people are good, how people are getting in?
So yeah, but don't tell nobody.
Well, okay, I'm not telling anybody.
You know, you have experts predicting these games, so
Yeah,
you
you
can
have
follow that.
you have a
Yeah,
lot
you
on
have
the
a lot of,
market.
you have a lot of the information
Yeah.
available. So, but like I mentioned, the games are very unpredictable. So you never know, like
What could
like,
happen.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yesterday, you know, I think a lot of
Yeah.
people had Germany with like four
Was
4-0,
going to be a blowout.
5-0, and then when
Well,
you
they may cry.
look, you know, you saw them at 2-1. So, they like what they say, you know, the best predictions can always, you know, change.
That's right.
Because the different clubs, you know, depends on
Yeah.
who wants it the most, and you know,
No,
it's very interesting to see.
you mentioned that you could do multiple predictions on a
Correct.
single game,
Correct.
right? So let's say, for example, yesterday I picked, for some reason, crazy reason, I picked Ecuador to beat Germany. I picked it like 3 times over, and I managed to get one of the scores correctly. Does that mean I get 3 points for getting it all those 3 ones correctly?
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Correct. So
uh-huh.
everything adds up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That is correct.
So if I'm really confident, I could go and drop a whole 10
Yes.
predictions, and if
More
I get
than
exact
that.
one,
More than that.
that's why that's how Carlos climbed so high.
You could drop
Yeah,
$50.
and then you don't have to be
100.
and then you don't have to be guessing how much on it, because then on the actual app when you're entering the votes, it at the bottom it shows you how much you're spending for the vote.
Yeah.
So then you can, all right, if you have like a set amount of money that you're going to put, you can actually
You
see,
break
all
it
right, I'm
up.
going to so you were all right. I done that.
Yeah.
I done that at $10. All right, I have maybe one next leave $15. So you can actually see everything on the app. So
Yeah.
you're not going into it blind. So it's
Everything is
a very
calculated
nice
for
app, you
you.
know. Congratulations to our software developers who are always on the money with those types of innovations, and so we have a lot more things like that coming up. So you know, keep a weather eye out on those prediction
Yeah,
games
those
and other things that we
developments.
can do via our smart app.
Okay, and then the final winner on the final day will
The winner
will
takes it. Yeah.
Takes it.
he will be a champion.
Yeah,
Yes.
he or she,
Oh, no,
yes.
no, she will.
Yeah. So just in final words, make sure you download the app. If you already have the app, all you need to do is update it as well. So you'll see the software update automatically. So all you need to do is go ahead and update it, and you'll see the Predict and Win game that is on now.
How the customers of the other side handlers they want bet to win, but they can't.
It's easy. They can always come
They
in
could
and get a
always come
SIM,
over
yeah.
and get a prepaid SIM. Yeah, it's pretty
That's
easy.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
Join
good.
upon it.
Yeah.
And again, just remind them about the data madness.
Yes, the data madness is happening all day today, whereby depending on the different tiers of uploads that you do, you would get free data. So you have data to be actively watching the games on the go. You'll have data for the weekend to watch those big hype games, especially for tomorrow with Portugal. So, take advantage of it, and it's available countrywide, all of our showrooms, all of our participating agents, so you don't have to miss out on. And then actually you can purchase it also via our website on smartbz.com. If you really don't have the opportunity to go to any of the showrooms or any of the agents, you can buy it from the comfort of your own home. And we've actually seen with the FIFA game, we're actually seeing a little uprise in people putting in the credit via the smart website. Yeah.
I wonder who predicted the US-Turkey game yesterday.
We'll have
I
to
have to
check.
take a look today.
But it's,
I got one. Somebody is asking me about how much data you think you'd need to watch an entire game, more or less. How much you'd say?
Well, I think that also depends on the device and where exactly you're watching it. If you're watching it from an app that pulls in terms of the streaming, that it's auto downloading prior to the actual game, and the quality as well that you're. So I wouldn't be able to say offhand how much.
Well, I couldn't watch it on my phone. I missed the ball.
But comfortably, I think if you have like 5 gigs, I think it should be good. Yeah, because then.
I would say less than that.
Less than that.
5 gigs. Yeah, 5 gigs is a lot of data.
And if you got just enough gigs and your girlfriend call you, not answer because you take some of your data.
But like I said, you can go on the smart app and hurry upload and buy your credit, so you could have that data, so you could buy your data, so the opportunities are there. So it's not like the old time one, so don't you have to wait for shop open.
Yeah.
No, you have all of these.
Right
you have all of these
Yeah.
avenues to do it.
You
So
keep downloading, yes.
All right.
Well, Edie, you're making it more exciting.
Yeah,
Smart is making watching the games and
the
so
World
on
Cup,
more challenging and exciting. I'm sure.
Rewarding the people for making your predictions that you already make. So you're just getting rewarded for it now.
All right.
Or they're not prediction or a hope wish.
Hope wish.
So I want my team win.
Yeah.
Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, thank you for having us.
All right, right now it is 7:minutes, Ernesto. So I guess what we could do now, we'll take our break and we'll be back.
Introducing
Welcome back, everybody. This is the morning show. Moving on, things are interesting. Of course, the World Cup is catching a lot of attention, and Smart just told us how you can win,
Right.
enjoy the game by predicting, and we seem to be getting the ladies in this morning, Rich. I think they'll be
Yes.
calling me, are you know?
Probably. I'm not going to complain about
I am
that.
almost sure they call us. So who will be on Friday morning? So Rich and so, and the ladies say, well, who you want to go there?
I wholeheartedly I believe.
Agree, right?
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
right.
And when the World Cup is over, we move into August, and there's another big event happening here in Belize called A Taste of Belize. And so joining us on the couch to tell us a little bit more about it is Kayla Gentle. She is
Kyla.
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 And I had it right down. Kyla Gentle, Tourism Awareness and Public Engagement Officer, and Erin Gongora, the Sustainable Tourism Officer. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us. So, Taste of Belize is one of the Belize Tourism Board's signature events. It's celebrating, our talent and the creativity and diversity of our chefs, bartenders, and hospitality and tourism industry professionals. So it's basically a platform to showcase our Belizean talent, our culture, our food, and to also develop the tourism product.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, but how far back did it start? Like, what year, if you could recall?
It's been going on for quite some time now. I don't know the exact date, but we do know that
Been
Taste of
around.
Belize was on hiatus for a
Yes.
while, and it came back last year. And so this year, it's the second year back after a couple of years. So we're looking to have it be something a lot more spectacular. They always say you come back bigger and better. So we're looking
How
forward
long
to
have
it.
you ladies been involved with it?
So this last year was my first year
Okay.
in it, yes. So this year is my second.
This year is my first year. So
Sure.
yeah.
Okay. After doing it for a year or last year, is it what you expected? Because
Yes,
when you talk to
it's-
somebody who has never done it or been Taste of Belize, first thing you say, rice and beans or, they are rum and coke or whatever. But I'm sure you saw diversity of products and creativity.
Yes.
That
so
we have a lot of that.
Taste of Belize, it is a competition. That's like the key highlight, the main event, basically. But it's more than just a competition. We have a lot of different components happening at the same time. So we have master classes, which is like a 40-minute class that anyone could attend, not just the competitors. So anyone in attendance could attend these classes, and you learn, different things. Last year we had a ramen class with a Belizean twist. We had travelers give us the history of their rum. So it's a lot of, we focus mainly on, Belizean classes. We also have a kids cooking segment, which the kids can have an interactive cooking class. And we have the cultural performances. We have a culinary, cultural food showcase. So you can purchase tasting tickets and be able to try dishes from all different cultures. So we had Maya Mestizo, Garifuna, Creole, East Indian. We had all of that last year, and this year we plan to come back bigger and better.
It's impressive that you managed to put all of that into one single day, because it's a
Yes.
from what you're explaining to me, it's just like a whole experience that you get.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a full day of just. It's a great day for foodies because it's a full day of
Yeah.
just food competition, food tasting. Like Erin said, there are workshops. Like this year last year they had the ramen master class, and we know that this year Toshia from Johto will be back to do another master class. But it's an entire day of if you've ever watched the Food Network where they have those cooking competitions, it's very much like that, very high intensity, very exciting, So it's a really fun day for everybody.
Where will you have it?
It will be in Belize City this year, so everyone could check out our Facebook page on our website. We have all the information up there. so they could keep updated with everything that's happening. You can also sign up for master classes. That'll be more towards August 1st. We'll put up like a sign up, and all the information will be there.
So it's more than one day event.
No, it is a one-day event.
It's a one-day event.
Yes.
And exactly where? What's the location?
So right now, the location is pending, but we
Okay.
will,
Be
keep
announcing
everyone.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you do get a crowd.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, last year we had over 500 people, throughout the whole entire day. And it's not just that, oh, you buy the ticket, you come in, and that's it. You could say, oh, I want to attend this master class, but then I don't want to stay for like the afternoon and then come back in the evening for the final,
You get
master
a all-day
chef.
pass. You
Yes,
can go and
basically an
come.
all-day pass. And there's something for everyone. There's a lot of different things happening. You could, and there's also vendors, so you could also purchase food there too.
Okay, who can who can take part? Who are you looking for?
Yes, so we have 4 different categories. We have the master chef, junior chef, pastry chef, and bartender. So these are all the competitions that will be happening. So we have specific requirements for each of the categories. So for master class, you must have a minimum of 3 years experience in the culinary field. And we also ask for resumes and, because there's like a whole vetting process that we go through. For the junior chef, you must be 21 or under, and you must have a maximum of 2 years experience. So, this would be our young culinary professionals, someone in culinary school or someone who just stepped into the culinary industry. Then for pastry chef, it's the same as master chef. You must have a minimum of 3 years experience in the culinary field. And for bartender, you must have 2 years of bartending experience.
And when you say experience, 3 years, why I ask this question is because Belize City is known for its street food. We have a lot of street food, right? You still go out late at night. I don't anymore, but and you have some really good food out there. Is that, if I've been doing that for 3 years, is that 3 years experience? I may not work in a restaurant, but I know the guy lady by the park out there where everybody can't wait for she go for soup 2 o'clock in the morning. It's awesome, right? Is that experience? Would that count?
Yeah, so as I said, once you have a minimum of 3
That
years
you've been preparing food.
Yes.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we pride ourselves in for Taste of Belize is that it's also kind of like this platform for you to elevate your own craft. So yes, even like what you say, if you have somebody that for 3 years they've been selling rice and beans or they have their own shop, they can sign up. And the good thing about that is that, for example, the fee to sign up, it's a $15 fee, but
Okay.
we consider it an investment kind of, because that $15 goes towards a professional certification. Erin can tell you more about the details, but it's a really great opportunity. So you're competing, but you also have the chance to get those professional credentials to kind of elevate yourself and elevate your work.
So just to add on to what Kyla said, so it's not just, the day of Taste of Belize and that's it. We have training before, we have the training during, so like the master classes, and we also have training opportunities after. So for the before, what Kyla mentioned, we have the Serve Safe certification, which is a internationally recognized certification. They will get it in the food handlers category. So BTB will be matching the additional funds required to obtain that. So all of our participants, so we're hoping to have 60 in total, will be Serve Safe certified, which is something very good.
And is there what you can cook? I mean, or what you prepare? Is there a limit on that, or it's up to you?
Well, the focus will definitely be on Belizean cuisine and Belizean culture, because we really want to highlight that.
But looking at a full meal, or you're also...
Yeah, so how the competition works is you have 1 hour. So, for example, Master Chef,
you will prepare it there?
Yes, it's right there in front of
Right.
everyone. So last year
You will host,
had,
40 or 50 persons?
No, so how it works is, so last year we had 6 cooking stations. So that's equipped with a a professional range. We have some equipment, and you can also bring your own. And you have 1 hour to basically complete an entree. So you have the first 5 minutes is usually where you write down your recipe. So it's based on a mystery basket. So they'll bring out some mystery protein, and that's what you have to
I've been a
base.
judge for one of those years ago.
Yeah,
That was
so-
wonderful. You need
Yes.
judges? You need judges?
I think we're covered there. Maybe next year.
Shocks.
Yeah, so it basically, so you have 5 minutes to do that, and then you have to create your meal basically, and we'll have all the ingredients there, so you basically create everything from scratch.
Okay.
You know, so
You
nothing.
have 1 hour to do that.
One
One hour to do that. And then the next person,
Yes.
you clean up as well.
Yes, you
that's
clean
part
up.
of it?
Yes, you also have time to clean up because that is a part of the grading also. You know,
Right.
the cleanliness and how you prepare the food and everything.
How about for the pastry? Do you bring out certain ingredients that you need to include in your creation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
So for pastry, they actually send in what they are making before the event. So we can ensure we have all the ingredients that they need. And if there's anything that we cannot source, then they can bring it themselves. So they submit their recipe before, and then, the day of the event, they have all the ingredients there for their recipe. And then so they can make whatever they will be making.
And then you get that same 1 hour time span?
No, so actually for pastry you have a longer time just because it takes time. Yes,
baking,
it's 2 hours for pastry.
All right. And then, of course, for the mixology, how does that competition go?
Yes, so for bartender there is different categories. So we base all of these rules on the Taste of Caribbean rules, and so there are a couple different categories. You have non-alcoholic, you have vodka, rum, and then you have a mystery basket, which is basically the final round. So each bartender has to go through each of these rounds, and then I believe it will be like the 6 highest, and then they will move on to the mystery basket, which is basically the final showdown, for the bartenders.
So that means that's like an elimination. Some won't advance to the next
Yes,
round.
yes, correct.
All
You
right.
have judges for that too?
Yes.
Yeah, and the great thing is that the winners get to go on to represent Belize in Barbados at Taste of the Caribbean. So
Okay.
last year we had a team of 4 incredible 2 chefs,
And
a
we
pastry
won-
chef,
we
and a
won at those
bartender.
events.
And
Yeah, so we actually had 2 silver medals and 2 bronze medals, so we
Yeah.
did incredibly well.
yeah.
So how somebody listening, how do you apply? What should they be thinking to apply?
So-
Once they have some cooking experience.
Yeah, and I know on the screen there's a QR code, but also you can visit our Facebook page, Belize Tourism Board, or our website, belizetourismboard.org, and Taste of Belize will be the first thing you see on the website when you go there, and you just click that and it will send you to the sign-up sheet, which has all the requirements and the eligibility rules.
What do you ask on the sheet? Like, what do you ask
So
for?
for some of our guidelines, you must be a born or naturalized Belizean.
Have to?
Yes, that is one of our requirements.
I mean,
Because
call it
it
a
is
Taste of Belize.
Taste of Belize. So
Yeah.
yes,
So pupusa can this, right?
If she's naturalized or
born
he's naturalized.
If you're
naturalized.
naturalized.
No, I mean, it could be born. Parents could come from El Salvador and then
Yes.
born here, born Belizean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and then as Kyla mentioned, we have the small fee of $15, and we just ask for some basic information, your resume, where do they work, just their ID, just basic stuff. It's nothing like you need to write that essay or anything. It's very basic, straight to the point.
Okay. How do you prove your time as a chef or a cook?
Well, on your resume, you have, references that we can, speak to and call.
You know what I noticed coming up in Belize too? Truck food.
Food trucks.
I was driving around last Friday and I saw several trucks around.
Yeah.
And, I hear some of the food good.
Yeah. Last year, I think we had stone crab, Mr.
Yes.
Tim, I think is his
Yeah,
name.
Tim
he,
August.
he competed
Yes,
as well.
he competed
Yeah.
in as for the MasterChef category.
So food
What-
truck, street
So
style.
how do you do eliminations? I mean, you might get like maybe
Yes.
200 applicants.
So actually, we have a limited amount of spots.
Right.
So for Master Chef, we have 24. For Junior Chef, we have 8. For Pastry Chef, we have 8, and for Bartender, we have 20. So that's why it's very important, to send in all the information that is required, and then we basically vet it and we go through it, and then we choose
You
the
have a
top
panel that will
24.
choose
Yes,
the finalists based
Yes.
on the application.
based on the application.
How could I dress up my application so it's more noticed? Do you have any? Do you have a question like sample recipe? Put it there.
No, we actually don't.
No, the application process is very
No,
simple.
but what I
very-
mean, so you just pick at random 25.
Well, so they actually also have to write like a biography, why they want to participate in Taste of Belize. So, that if that plus the resume plus, your ID really, puts the package together and sells you basically.
Okay.
When up until what date do they have to
Yeah.
register?
So the end of this month, so June 30th, which is next week, Tuesday. Yes. So I encourage all chefs, bartenders,
Yeah.
sign up,
Sign up.
participate, step out of your comfort zone, it's a great opportunity for professional development and a great
Of
opportunity.
course, and be recognized.
Yes, to
Yes.
be
Do
recognized.
you give a certificate so I could put it on my wall and say winner of the
Yes,
Taste
so
of Belize?
actually, so there are the prizes. So in the prize, you get a plaque that says, Master Chef of the Year, which is that's
Yeah.
a
That's
very
cool.
distinguished,
Prestigious, of course.
title.
Of course. If I applied last year or years before, can I apply again?
Yes, of
course.
course.
Okay. If I won, if I
Yes.
won, I could still apply again.
Yes, the
Or
winners
you
from
could
last
defend
year,
your-
they signed up this year already. They're one of the
Oh.
first ones to sign up.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Why I ask that is the way they're chosen, because they were in last year, does that automatically make them chosen again as
No, they
defending?
they have to defend their title just as everyone. They have to cook all the meals. The
So
judges
no, I
will
said, so
judge.
they are automatically going to be in the competition this year.
Oh yeah, well
the
they
winners.
signed up. They go
Yeah.
through the same vetting process that everyone goes through. Just
Yeah.
to make it fair and equal.
Okay.
Based on last year, did you notice that there were tourists that it caught the attention for them? Maybe whether they were already in Belize and showed up, or that they specifically knew this was happening and came in for that event.
Yes, so we had a couple tourists there throughout the day, but what we are mainly looking at is, attracting the hospitality and tourism industry to come out, to support, themselves and their
Yeah,
peers,
yeah.
and, also to attract the local tourists as well as the international tourists.
What about Belizean and the diaspora?
Yeah,
Yeah.
by all means, like
They
if
could-
the
they could-
if
that's
like,
not fair.
I mean, they could
You
always
know.
come. The diaspora that's watching this right now, they
only
know
think
about
they cook
it.
rice and beans once and they go over there like really,
Yeah.
you know.
We're welcoming anybody who enjoys food, enjoys Belizean culture, come out and support, or come out, sign up to compete if you're a culinary professional in the industry. By all means, please.
Are you looking at, especially when it comes to the chef and so on, creativity? When I say that, I mean changing different types of entrees, food.
Yes,
I mean,
so
would you say that the rice and beans out of the running now, or they look for something more exotic?
well, so all of the food must be Belizean inspired. So that is one of the judging criteria that we look at. So it must have a Belizean twist, If let's say if they
But
do
you had a ramen competition the other day.
no,
You
so
can't get more
that's just
oriental
the
than that?
master class. So it was
Okay.
a ramen with a Belizean twist. So everything has to be Belizean inspired because it's Taste of Belize.
So you could put ramen, pan top of rice and beans. Actually, it works.
If you
But
say
this works your creativity. Now, if you're not a cook, but you want to be there, which you should, you will enjoy it. How do I buy a ticket, and what does that ticket give me?
So, well, you can, all the information will be on our Facebook page or on our website. And with that ticket, you are granted 2 tasting tickets. So you can go and taste. So we'll have what I spoke about earlier, the culinary food spread. So you could taste two foods, and
Because
you could
when the
purchase
food
more.
is cooked, it's present after the judges finish with it. It's available for the general public.
Yeah, but the culinary food spread that I'm speaking about, we will be having, like, for example, like sere, pibil, stuff like that. So that's like a separate component from Taste of Belize.
Okay, that's
I mean,
not the
from
competition itself. That's just
it's a
food
separate-
available.
Yes.
And you have sere and pibil and anything.
Yeah. Well, this year we're still curating the
The
menu.
menu.
But last year we had sere, we had salpicon, we had pibil, we had a lot. We had a lot of food out there.
You know, our food has really been influenced. You just mentioned salpicon. I mean, that's a recent arrival.
Yeah, but Belizeans love it. Everybody.
Come on, of course.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
It does. For me, one final question I have. How does a Taste of Belize contribute or improve the whole culinary experience in Belize, not only for Belizeans, but for tourism itself? How would you say it has helped?
Well, as they say, like, competition is always great for improvement. And so you have the chefs here going head to head. Maybe they learn something new. We have judges. Some of our judges are American Culinary Federation judges. And so in addition to the competition component itself, like Erin said, we have the training component that helps elevate the industry. We're getting our chefs to, another standard. We're exposing them to, for the ones that win, they get exposed to a regional competition and what standards they expect from there. So it's a lot of different opportunities for persons in the industry to hone their craft and learn more skills. Maybe they've never done something like that before, where they're competing head to head with another chef and they have to, be clean, be precise, be quick with it. So it's a really great chance to improve, and then that then informs them later on in their career as they go on to do, whether they go back to working the same place where they were, they get more opportunities if they win. It's all around a great, opportunity for
course,
them to
it is.
improve themselves.
And food is one way to do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's definitely a way to do it. Do you have the price of the tickets yet to get it? Do you have what is it cost?
It's all to come. So they could just tune into
So
our.
you just
Facebook
you know how they
page.
do the show. When you go to the restaurant and they give just a little appetizer first.
No,
So you're giving us the appetizer right now.
It's going to be
So
very.
you'll be back and give us
Yes.
the
Entree, then the dessert.
and then the
No,
dessert.
it's going to be very reasonable. Last year it was $15, and you have access. We have access to the whole entire event, the master classes. You get 2 tasting tickets. You have access to the competition, the culinary and the bartending competition, and the cultural performance. So there's a lot there to offer.
Do you know if there are any cooking classes offered in Belize generally? Anybody doing that? I know the Y does something like that, but on a
I wouldn't
more
be able to
professional
say
yeah, that would
yes
be
or
interesting to
no.
find out.
Yeah. I mean,
You
we
know,
could
cooking
look into
classes.
that.
Yeah, we could look into that.
Yeah.
Let you know.
Yeah,
But before,
because, I mean, in other countries or cities, you could go do a cooking class,
Oh, well, I know we
Wally?
have a lot of like cultural cooking classes. So like the Garifna, I know in San Pedro there's one called Black and White.
And wait.
You know, you have down south, you have Palmetto Grove. There's
Okay.
Mayan cooking classes too. There's
Okay.
Upenai that does incredible Maya cooking class.
But those are like ethnic foods, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But you mean like one just in general?
In general.
In general.
Yeah.
Feature
you
of a fry and good
You
egg.
stop burn water.
Top burn water. I had somebody who burned noodles once. I'm not joking.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, what about how you call it? Equipment? Do you
Provided?
are
Yes.
you no are you
sorry.
strict when it comes like maybe I want to use an air fryer?
So all the equipment that you bring must be submitted before and we
Okay.
must approve it.
Okay.
Yes. So we have, so our judges will be the ones who will be
Or make a rice
approving.
cooker, for instance, or things
Well,
like that.
You know, do it the old
that
fashioned way.
kind of defeats
Yeah.
the
Or
purpose.
sandwich maker, you know what I mean? Air fryer is a big deal, no? You know that.
Yes,
you know,
that's
that's
true.
a big deal. You know, you need to have a wings contest.
Yes,
we have
we
some-
we
lot of
could
wings all
take
over.
that into consideration
Please,
for next year.
if you ever have a wings contest, make I be a judge.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Ladies, thank you for coming in.
Thank you too.
You know,
Yeah, thank you for having us,
Erin.
Erin.
No, I don't want
Kyla.
to Kyla.
I make sure I line it before we end off.
All right. Thank you for coming.
Thank you too.
And keep up the good work.
Thank you.
You know, make Belize, be Belize.
I must say, make Belize be tasty.
We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Good morning. A tropical wave is affecting the country, and in the 24-hour forecast, skies will be mostly cloudy, with some showers or a few thunderstorms expected around the country today and tonight, but especially over the south. High temperatures will reach around 87 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 91 inland, then 80 up in the hills. Low temperatures for tonight will reach around 80 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 74 inland, then 68 in the mountains. Winds over the open sea will be from the east to northeast at 10 to 20 knots, with sea conditions being moderate. Then a high tide occurs at 6:59 this morning and at 9:03 tonight. Low tides at 2:47 this afternoon, then at 1:25 tomorrow morning. The moon will rise at 4:01 this evening, then set at 3:11 tomorrow morning, while the sun will set at 6:30 this evening and rise at 5:20 tomorrow morning. And now for the extended forecast for Saturday and Saturday night. There will be cloudy spells with isolated showers or thunderstorms, along with a chance for a few more developing over the south. Next, we have the sargassum update. There is a high chance of more sargassum mats affecting coastal destinations during the next few days, producing moderate impacts. And finally, for the tropical weather outlook. Tropical cyclone formation is not expected over the North Atlantic Basin during the next 48 hours. And this has been this morning's weather report from the National Meteorological Service.
And we are back, and so far this morning it's been quite interesting, I think.
It has.
Yeah, and a lot goes around the games that are going on, of course, and then we brought it more locally to the taste of Belize and the good food. And one of the things I kind of find challenging in the morning is by this time you haven't had breakfast yet, and then people come in and talk about food.
Ernesto, I don't want to tell you that my stomach might stir the whole entire time. So I know as soon as I finish from here, I need to go find something extra for eat.
Something with the taste of Belize. And speaking of the taste of Belize, Courts usually comes in to tell us what they have.
Hey, who knows?
To
Maybe
offer.
one of the stoves or refrigerators are used at the taste of Belize. Could
I'm
be.
almost sure. I'm almost sure. I'm sure a lot of taste of Belize cook on their stoves.
Probably
on a daily basis.
More than likely.
Yeah, more than likely.
So,
I know at my house that'll happen today.
Chef Ernesto, but joining us.
No, I know the cook. I
know you the cook.
No, I know the cook.
Chef wife.
No, we have somebody who'll do that for us.
Chef guest. And speaking of guests, we have on the couch Ms. Ajani Abraham, a sales representative from Quartz. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. So tell us what is happening at Quartz, because we know that every single month, almost every single week, there's some big deal or big sale happening.
Okay, so this month we are celebrating the dads. Our promotion,
Celebrating
the dads.
Oh, dads.
Fathers.
Oh,
Right.
you're still celebrating the dads? Thank
Yes,
you
we
very much.
all month long, right?
Yeah, we really get half day, but anyway.
So we're celebrating the dads, and we're having our promotion that we're calling Game On. So it's everything Game On at Courts, and in lieu of the World Cup happening as well.
What's the biggest TV you have there?
A 98-inch.
A 98-inch. I wonder who's enjoying those games at a 98-inch.
The ones who have space for the 98
Yes,
inch.
yeah, you have to have space for it, obviously. But it must be really, really fun to watch the games on something like that.
Big screen, loud volume. Not get better than that.
Now get better. You're almost
Right.
like you're there yourself.
Right. Live in action.
And live in action. What else are deals?
All right, so we're also having a credit offer this month where you can get 15% off stoves, 15% off fridges, 20% off mattresses, 20% off furniture, and credit accounts 18 months or more. So this is happening up until the 30th of June. So it's important that you take advantage of these offers. And then don't forget you also get your protection with this. We are giving you 1 year warranty free, and you have the option to get up to 4 years of premium protection with Quartz.
So these ones are going up until the end of
June. So you have up until Tuesday.
I forget we don't.
And this is, you mentioned fridge, stove, mattress.
Right. And
All
furniture.
the brands, generally,
Any fridge, any stove, you get 15% off. Any mattress, any furniture, you get 20% off, and credit accounts 18 months or more.
And this is separate from the game on, or this is a part of the game?
This is a part of the Game On
Okay.
promotion, right?
All right.
And then we also have some items in store that are at discounted prices. You can get up to $500 off stoves right now. We have a Samsung 30-inch gas stove, a Mabe 30-inch gas stove that has a built-in air fryer in the oven that you can save up to $500 off. We have amazing combo promotions on fridges and stoves. We have promotions on washers and dryers as well as bedding. So a lot's happening. Very great offers going on over at Quartz. And this is available, these offers are available at our branches countrywide, Corazal to Punta Gorda.
you have, of course, you have online shopping as well, right?
Yes, we do have our online shopping. Our website is
Can I do all my
quartz.com.
shopping online and just get you to deliver? Is that
Yes, that's an
possible?
option. That is an option. So if you go to quartz.com, you browse through what we have available. Our online representatives reach
And
out
what you have
and assist.
online is what you have in the store, or you probably have more online than in the store?
It would be more or
about
less
the
the
same thing.
exact same things, right?
I guess guys just work on one single inventory. So so if somebody purchased the last one in store, you can't get it online.
Well, we probably, if it's not in the store, we probably have it stuck in our warehouse. So
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
if you
you
don't
have to.
see something, you just ask. We'll be happy to take a look to see if it's available.
But does the same deal apply for online?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
You can get these same offers online.
All right, that's good. So you don't have to worry about to go internet, so you could just go
Well,
for it.
the store can't be everywhere. Now, me personally, I prefer going to the store, but you could have somebody, somewhere remote in the country, needs a store, fridge, TV, or something.
Right.
You could go online and find it, get in touch.
And we do
Everything
delivery
online,
right to your
you
door.
Contact somebody. Of course, you could do your payments online,
Correct.
and then you will deliver
Yes, we do. We do delivery.
basically anywhere in the country.
Right, anywhere in the country, north to south.
Okay, so if I'm PG,
We deliver to PG.
have a estate down there and somewhere, you'll make
We'll
sure
offer
I
you
get
the
it.
delivery, right at your
Okay.
doorsteps.
Nice,
Yes, sir.
that works, and the offer stands.
The offer stands.
Now, if I'm a new customer, I am living, like I said, a little remote. I am not a customer of Quartz. Can I still contact Quartz and say, hey, I want to be a customer?
Of course.
How do I become a customer?
You
And I
just-
can do all my arrangements and all my, whatever you need, you require to make me a customer. I can do that all online.
All online as well. We welcome everyone to make purchases with us. We will make the experience enjoyable and memorable for you. So it's all about comfort. We make you comfortable, you get the things you need, and you furnish your home.
If, like I say, I'm not a customer, I want to open an account. I can open an account. I will be in touch with someone there at Quartz. I have to send all my, I don't know,
Your documents,
my
right.
documents. That would be my
All right,
bank,
so
bank statement.
what
or-
you'll be needing, valid ID, social security card or passport.
So that has my photo on it.
It does.
So you actually need a scan of my
Right. A true
The
copy of
ID.
your ID, right.
passport would work.
Passport or social security
Okay.
card, right. For proof of income, a job letter, no older than 3 months or
Okay.
1 month's worth of payslip.
What if I'm retired?
Then if you receive pension, you can provide us with your pension letter. That works as well.
Okay, either that or what about like a bank statement to show my bank history?
It more than likely can
the
work.
bank recommend me by any chance? Say this gentleman has been with us or lady has been with us for years. Statement has maintained an account.
Yeah, once we have solid proof that you're receiving some kind
that
of
you
income,
have
yeah.
an income, yeah.
Right, right.
And then how long does it take to get it approved?
You can get approval as easy as within 24 hours. As long as all your documents are valid, as easy as 24 hours, as
And-
quick as 24 hours.
And the people whose name you give, they answer their phone.
Yes, yes, right. Because you do need to provide 2 references as well. And another thing you'll need as part of the application process is a utility bill for your proof of address. A utility
Right,
bill no
right.
older than 1 month.
Can I do this all on WhatsApp?
Yes, you can.
I can,
Yes,
right?
you can.
I could take pictures, send it to you,
Right.
everything,
As
and
long
so
as the
on.
pictures are clear. And we can read through everything. Everything can be done through WhatsApp.
And then through WhatsApp, I can talk to the person and all that, get
Yeah,
it ready and so on.
All
Then get the approval, and then I could go on the court's website and
Shop as you
select
want
my-
from there.
Sounds quite fluid.
Very convenient.
That's-
It's very convenient.
that
And
works.
with our Ready Finance plan, you pay nothing down, and your first installment will be due in 30 days after you receive your item. So you come in, you keep your cash, you get your item, and you still have an additional 30 days before you're able to make your first installment.
Tell us again a little bit more about some of the stoves and the refrigerators you have, because we're seeing some of them. And then I guess we could bring them up too as well for those who are watching on the TV and on the internet. So you have some. I see you have some Mabe stoves.
Yeah, we have a Mabe stove. It has a built-in air fryer. It's a 30-inch gas stove. It have a very sleek design. So if you're into anything modern, this Mabe stove is like the perfect thing. Nice space, and the air fryer is something that's very popular now, right? Like it's a healthier option opposed to frying your food in grease. So it has all of these
Where is the
new
air fryer?
benefits.
In the oven?
In the oven, yes, it's built in the oven.
How that work?
So it
You
has
don't light the oven for that, I mean.
no, it has a electric control panel
Okay.
for the air fryer option specifically.
And
Yeah.
that would, is the whole oven becomes an air fryer?
Once you use the air fryer mode,
That's
the
a
oven
good
is the
idea,
air
because
fryer, right?
Today's air fryer is kind of small.
Yeah.
So
you
the
could air
entire
fry,
oven
you could
becomes
air
the
fry a
air
whole
fryer.
chicken.
Right. You can right in your oven. And this specific Mabe stove is $500 off up until the ending of June. So you can get it for only $2,199.99. Sounds like a great deal to me.
It does. It does. You get 2 in 1 pretty
Right.
much. One stove and one air fryer.
A huge air fryer at that.
Well, what other L stoves you got?
We have other Mabe stoves, some smaller options. This one is going for $359. It's a 4-burner 20-inch gas stove. You're saving $40 on this one. So, and apart from that, we do have other stoves as well, 30-inch as well. So it just depends on the style that you're going for, and if you have a little price range, we have a lot of options.
What brands do you have? I know well, we're seeing Mabe, but what other ones do you have?
We have Mabe, we have Samsung, and we have Whirlpool. So those are the brands we carry in stoves.
Stoves. All right. And you have some that could operate both as electric and gas, like a hybrid, or is it just strictly electric or gas?
Well, right now we just have strictly electric or gas, none
Okay.
that's hybrid at the moment.
Well, I'm not sure how that will
But that could be something.
Maybe in the future, I don't know. I don't know how to cook.
If I'm not mistaken, I do think there's an option, but I'm not fully sure.
Well, I could understand the air fryer and the oven because they use the same space, but they use different technology.
Right.
But on the surface of the stove, the gas have holes, while
Where you
the,
leak
while
through.
the electric is
Off.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just clean. They say cleaner to use the electric one, easier to clean.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it has a very
They have a glass top.
tempered glass top, right? And it's flat, so you just wipe.
I afraid for them though.
How about the refrigerators?
All right, so we do have fridges available as well that are on discounted prices, and you do get 15% off fridges and credit accounts 18 months or more. We have from the standard 2-door, the freezer at the top, fridge at the bottom, to the side-by-side and the French door fridges as well. So it just depends on what you're looking for, how big of a family you have. Yeah, we have savings on these, $100 off. We do have this Mabe 9 cubic feet fridge. It's going for $799.99. So you're saving $100 on this one. This is very convenient for smaller families if you're single and you just need to have your necessities in terms of food. This is a perfect option for you. And then we do have bigger options as well, all the way up to like 23 cubic feet. Those are the ones that come in like the French door or the side-by-side.
Okay, you could save space.
Save space,
Yes.
and most of our fridges come with the electric. They're what's the word I'm looking for? They're energy saving, right?
Yeah, so I like how you say when you're single.
But I mean, when you're living by yourself, you don't need a large stove, a large.
I used to greet at my
fridge.
mother when I was single. My dear, I knocked on my door. Your mother would feed you, right?
Yeah. Well,
I would hope.
Yeah. And I know right now the big thing is the games.
Right, the games.
The
We
games.
have. If you're a big fan of the games, you need an excellent view. We have 15% off all TCL TVs, 32 to 75 inches. So you get a good view of the game for a very low price.
From 65, you jump to 75, or do you have a 70?
We have 32, 43, 50, 55, 65, 75, 85, and
So
98.
you don't have a 70.
No, we don't have a 70.
Okay, because I don't know if I could fit on 75.
wait, let's have a second.
I'm fitting a 65 right now. So
So you want a
I want
70?
to go a little bigger, so I don't want.
You could check, take a
170.
measurements, take a
Yeah, take a
measurements.
measurement and see what it was.
Just move off
The
a few
car
things.
75 is pretty big.
Yes, it is.
It is pretty big. Car 65 pretty big.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can get 15% off 32 inch to 75 inches, and then if you
I want
purchase,
15% off the size.
and then if you purchase a 98 or an 85 inch, that doesn't come with the 15% discount, but you do get a free T-Sale
buys a
song
98?
bar. You'd
You
be
still
surprised.
on
People
you
actually
still on
do.
98 lately?
I can't remember.
Or you've seen one sell?
Yes, I've
lately?
seen it sell.
Sell
Yes, people
lately?
people buy.
Yes.
People buy. I would assume it's for businesses.
Yeah, I think
'cause
so, more
The game is happening as
Because
well.
to put one in your house, you have to go.
Got big.
Big wall
big
space, right? That
service,
the
yeah.
screen is huge.
Yeah. But it's and then you not only need the wall space, you need the space away from it.
Right,
You
right.
can't treat it like one like one
Kind of
small
right in
screen,
front of
you
the
know,
TV.
Right in front. Yeah, bigger
Yeah.
than your coach.
Basically, it probably is. But it does sell. So I would assume it's businesses buying these extremely huge TVs.
Yeah. Now, I know you have the Super Shield that you can also get on when you purchase an item on credit as well.
Right. Not only on credit for any purchase you make, even credit or cash, we do offer the Super Shield. So all our items comes with 1 year manufacturer warranty free. You don't get that anywhere else. You buy an item and you're covered for an entire year free.
4 years in total if you want.
Yes, and you can get up to
Yeah.
4 years of protection with us.
After the 4 years, you still service it. Right?
Yes, we do offer the servicing even if it's out of the warranty.
What do you offer, like, if let's say you're servicing my washing machine and it'll take a few days? Could I get a loaner or
Yes,
rent or something
Well,
in the meantime?
Yes, you can.
Even if it's not under the warranty. I mean, it's already gone beyond that.
Yeah, once it's being repaired.
Can we make some arrangement?
Yes, for sure. So you'll have the warranty while our service team works on the item that you're having an issue with. So you'll have a loaner to use in the meantime.
No, I mean, the warranty has expired. The 4 years have expired.
Yeah, some arrangements could probably be made, yeah.
Yeah.
Just so that you're not left without
Yes,
an item, because I know it can be inconvenient.
Yeah.
It can be inconvenient, so yeah, an arrangement probably could be made.
Okay. Well, remind us again what you have for the month.
So for this month, it's our Game On promotion.
Game On.
Game On, right. We're celebrating the dads and in-law of the World Cup as well, right? So we do have a credit offer where you can get 20% off mattresses, 20% off furniture, 15% off all fridges, 15% off all stoves on credit accounts 18 months or more. And we do have other select items, fridges, stoves. We have combo deals on washers and dryers, combo deals on fridge and stoves as well as bedding that you can get at discounted prices for the entire month.
You have no reason not to.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah,
My entire house is built on a
Quartz.
quartz.
that's a court, Sandro.
That's good, that's good.
You use the stove?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I haven't gotten a new one yet. So that when I need to get a new one, I need to make sure I go to quartz.
That's right.
Yes, you could come to me. We could make some
You make
arrangements.
some arrangements, yes. You could buy it online.
Yeah, I could go in
Me
person.
too. I prefer going. I prefer open the door and smell the new fridge inside, and
And get a feel of where to buy. I understand.
You have to,
Yeah.
because when you cook, you have to know exactly how it feels. Is it too high, too low for me? Whatever the make.
And of course, you have also the utensils. You have
Yes, we do have
you
other kitchen
pot sets?
utensils. We do have pot sets, and we have a few knife sets, forks and spoon sets, dining sets like plates and cups. So we have a little bit of everything
baking
over at
sets?
Quartz. Baking sets, I haven't seen
the
any.
glass containers. You
Oh,
bake
like the
in,
Pyrex dish?
like
No,
the
we don't
Pyrex.
have any
Yeah,
of those.
You don't have those, but
No.
you do have pot sets.
Yes, we have pot sets.
We come with the frying pan and
So
everything.
if you go to Quartz, you're getting a stove, grab a pot set on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now, like when I say quartz, bringing value home.
Right, bringing value home.
Well, Johnny, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having
and
me.
reminding us, if your TV, the jump,
Get
or won't come on.
Right now,
Well,
that's the perfect time to get one.
I'm sure. And you have all sizes, all prices.
Right.
John Abraham, thank you, love.
Thank you
Coming.
too.
And go back now to the store and
Yes.
Make some
take care of
sales.
those.
Going to start my job for the day.
For sure, for sure. We are, what next are we looking at after? Oh, we'll be talking to some friends from Corazal, right?
Yeah, well, actually, it's so you remember Vince Martinez, right?
Yes.
Well, he is here. He's not only our correspondent
Correspondent.
in Corazal, but he is also owns his own dance group. So we're gonna meet them in a few.
What?
Yes.
I never met somebody who owned a dance group, but you know, it's about time, right? You know? Thank you again. We'll be right back, folks, after the break.
Over the past 5 years, Digi has invested more than $17 million
to Sister Realness.
Playing on my heart just like a Casio. Breaking it apart so you can let it go. Oh, wait another year, that's not original. I'm cynical, alright, let's go now. When all your dreams are gone and you're still holding on, you waited for too long. I know, you know, so play it cool. I just want the keys back to my vehicle. They're just gonna tell you that it wasn't you. And I just wanna tell you this is how I feel. I know you feel it. Don't think that my love is gone. It's all up in your head now. Don't think that my love is gone. It's all up in your head let's go. Now.
Just like this, make it bounce and a jump and a rock like this. Your nigga won't leave me alone. I really don't want him alone. Getting on your face, call it FaceTime. Watch him in my waist. You like it when I pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up, pop. You gon' love me when I pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up. You gon' pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up, pop. You gon' love me when I pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Corazal, the B City Entertainment Squad. I enjoyed that video just now.
You did?
All of a sudden, I want to go to Corazal.
Look, Belize, you weren't seeing it because we weren't on, but Ernesto was tempted to get out of his seat and start to dance himself.
What happened? Who didn't see it?
They never see it, but I could feel that the tapping of your feet is like, your foot can get loose.
They didn't see me dancing.
They didn't see you dancing,
okay.
but you were trying
but
to.
That's good for them if they didn't see me dancing. Oh, it's Spoiling Friday. But this is a lot of talent you saw there in that video. Who's in the studio with us?
All right, well, joining us on the couch, we have, of course, the founder and the choreographer, none other than Vince Martinez, and he's here with his, I think this is almost the entire, or is it the entire group?
The squad?
We have two members that are not here. One of them is traveling in Kaya with her family, Jaylene. She's not here present. And then we have another member who was with us from the start, but due to her working and going to school, she's not able to be with us here today, and her name is Caitlin.
All right.
But other than them, everyone else is here.
So go right ahead and introduce
please
all of them.
introduce them.
All right, so well, we start from the back. But the only one that is my family member, this is Yanis. She's my little sister. And then we have Adriana beside her, who just joined recently. So she's the newest addition to the group. And then we have Janeska and Jade. Both of them are sisters. And then behind me I have Geneva. She's also one of the most recent additions as well. And then from the other end we have Genesis, one of the ones that started with me from the beginning. And then we have Dillian, the only male dancer so far. And then we have Svetlana and Jenna beside me. And I guess the history of our group, more or less, we started with only 5 dancers a couple years back. I'd say roughly about almost 4 years ago. And the only ones that were here, if you guys can raise your hands, it was Yanis, Janeska, Jade, and Genesis. And Caitlin, the one that I mentioned that is not here, was also one of the first members we started. And eventually everyone else got on board from different schools, different places across Corazal.
Did you pick them by name? Because everybody don't want J or G.
Yeah,
You know?
it is a running joke with the group. Almost all of them have that J in the beginning of their name. It's ironic. It wasn't really
I
intentional.
guess those
but
that means they can dance.
yeah,
You
I
know,
guess so.
You the R, you can dance.
We'll change to Gichard.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are the members we have so far, and most of them are under the age of 14. I think the oldest one is Dylan, which is 16, and then everyone else is below.
What made you decide to start this group?
Well, I do have a history of music and dance. I originally started marching band with Bandfest with you guys back in 2012. I was part of the Corazal Community College marching band. Back then I only used to play music, but eventually while in the band, one of the committee members, Miss Ruth Schumann, noticed that I had a talent for dancing. So she took me aside and she slowly started pushing me towards getting more comfortable with dancing. And then that's how I started giving a little bit of input in the choreography with the band. And then eventually, after so many years of being in the band, COVID hit. And when we heard the band was coming back up again, I was reached out for assistance. And I was told I had no choreographer. So I said, well, you know what I could assist them, So I assisted the drummers and the choreography. And then eventually I left. And when I left, Caitlin was a dancer with me. Like she and I were the foundation of the group. When I left the band, she said, you know what, Vince, let's start our own dance group. Even if it's only me, eventually we get dancers. And then, ironically, around December, her cousin, Jade and Janeska's, not their cousin, their aunt, reached out to me and said that the primary school that they were attending needed assistance for the Christmas parade. So when I went there, I saw 3 of them, Genesis, Janeska, and Jade, and I saw they were really good dancers. So I was like, you know what, maybe if I recruit them, then I could actually have a dance group. And then that's how we started. 3-4 years ago, I recruited them, then my little sister joined, which made 5 of them, and then that's how I started. So when I left the marching band, I decided to do my own thing, and then that's how the group started. And then from there, we've done several small performances at schools. We've done 2 Christmas parades in Corazal. And then this year, for the first time, we're about to take on the challenge of the carnival and compete and see how we do. And that's where we are so far.
But that's the carnival coming up
In September.
September.
Yeah.
Are you at the stage where you're planning a show or something yet? Because what I saw in the video is really good.
Well, we have our we do try to get a lot more posted on Instagram. We have an Instagram page, which is connected to Facebook as well, and we upload small performances there, or small highlights. I would say
on YouTube, though?
on YouTube, not as yet.
Not yet.
I plan to do a YouTube channel, but I'm trying to get them more used to being in front of camera, because many dance groups exist in Corazal, especially for Carnival, but not many of them tend to dive into that media and media presence and marketing, right? So from when we started years ago, they were already excellent dancers, but now being under guidance by myself, and I think one thing I really like about the group is the way I do it, is that what you see here or what was displayed is not only me, it's part of them as well. They input, for example, carnival and soca music is not really my strongest suit, but they love it. So what you're gonna see for Carnival is almost 80% them, right? And that's what I'm trying to create is not dancers that depend on a choreographer but are able to choreograph themselves.
That's right.
And that's what this group
And
is
the
built on.
music they're familiar with.
And the music, yeah, and all of them have different genres of music and different ideas. So I welcome the ideas and collaborate, and that's how the foundation of the group was
Well,
built.
let's meet the crew.
Yeah,
or the
for
squad,
sure.
for that matter.
So,
Let's start from the back row. My left, your
Your
right.
Your sister.
Yeah, my niece,
Your
right?
sister,
I think it's a
yeah.
mic.
So let's pass the mic.
Just give her the microphone. Yeah, give us your name, your age, what you do, besides dance.
And if your brother may force you for join it, or you come on your own free will. Go right ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
it's on.
It's
Go
on.
right ahead.
It's on. Just put it closer to your. Yeah.
Somebody nervous.
That's okay. Yeah. I'm nervous right now too. So. Go ahead, love.
My full name, right?
Yeah. Any way you want to put it. You have a nickname or
My name is Yanis Martinez. I am 15 years old.
You go to school?
Yes.
Why did you decide to join it? Was it because of your brother, or you really
No.
wanted to dance?
I really wanted to dance, yes.
And it was just so convenient that he had his own group.
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah. What class are you in?
I'm in second farm
Second form. Okay. Where?
at Corazal Community College.
Okay. And what would you like to do, honey, when you're grown up?
I
Or
would
you're
like
not
to go
decided?
study for fashion.
Okay. You mean like clothes?
Yeah,
Okay. You like to draw?
kinda.
Okay,
But
yeah.
mostly like to sew.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good. Okay. Next.
Good morning. My name is Adriana Torres. I'm 11 years old. I like to play like a lot of sports with my friends and family.
Sports? You like sport? What kind of
Yes.
sports?
I like playing volleyball and baseball.
Volleyball and baseball.
Yes.
There you go. What school are you at?
In Mary Hill RC School.
Okay.
I'm in Stunner 5.
Who's your best friend?
My best friend is Bianca Mejia and Mirani Hoy.
Shout out Bianca and wait now. You have to shout out. Live.
Yes,
Send it
definitely.
in.
That's what we want. We want people to meet you. Like I know all girls got a best friend. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, all girls have a best friend, not true? Okay, next young lady.
Good morning. My name is Janeska Rosado. I'm 10 years old and I love to write.
You love to write?
Yeah.
Who you write to?
My parents.
You write to your parents?
My family, my aunts, my uncles. You know.
So like if your daddy scold you, you write a little note to your mother and say, hey,
I'm
daddy
upset.
scold me. Or so.
Not like that, but okay, you could
You
explain.
think you would
it.
write stories or things like that as you get? Would you like to be a writer?
I want to be a doctor when I grow up, but I just like writing for some
Okay,
reason.
so you write a lot of prescriptions when you're a doctor.
You could be a dancing doctor.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. You could do that.
As soon as you complete a successful surgery, when you victory dance. All right.
Why you like to dance?
I like to dance because from little I had the passion to dance, and I just felt like I took the right way of dancing. So
Okay.
that's
And I think it's a nice way to feel good, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. Next.
Good morning, my name is Jade Rosado and I am 12 years old and I enjoy dancing because of the memories we all make and the time we all spend together.
You like to dance. Do you like to watch professional dancers?
What do you mean?
Like on TV, or do you have any dancers that you watch or choreograph? I mean, international
Well,
artists, for instance.
Well, I do watch some artists with their form of dancing and their form of like genre of music and how they express themselves. So that is what inspires me a lot to put my emotion into dancing. So, yeah.
You watch Shakira? Can she dance?
Yeah.
Yeah. How like Beyonce?
She could dance too.
J-Lo?
Yes.
Okay, next.
My name is Geneva Rosado, and I like dancing for a long time already. Has like maybe 3 years now. I like dancing mostly because of the exercise and like so for it's like just to like,
And
keep
I
in
guess
shape
you
or
like
whatever.
being with the other dancers
Yeah.
and all that. You
Yeah.
have one best friend?
No.
You don't have a best friend?
No.
Why?
She'll basically focus on that.
Right? Yeah, because you not pick somebody yet, right? You not find somebody to be your best
I
friend.
want to find somebody.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm fine
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we come to the.
Well, they
Again,
have
you have your.
they have the mics.
mics.
They have the
Yeah,
mics, so they don't have
you
to worry about that.
Just go ahead there.
Good morning. My name is Genesis Morales. I'm 12 years old and I enjoy spending time with my friends, my family, and I like dancing.
You have sisters, brothers?
No, I have a half brother, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So these are your sisters and your brother now, right?
You have a best friend?
Yes. I have two.
You have two?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. You only got one BFF, you know.
Definitely.
You have two BFF. So do you gossip with them and so on when you?
I danced with one of them already.
What school you go to there?
I'm going to go to CCC.
Oh, so you just graduated?
Yes.
Oh,
Alright, nice.
congratulations! So you're moving up now.
Thank you.
What would you like to be when you grow up?
I still don't know,
You
but
don't know.
hopefully I will.
That's a good one. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. So don't feel bad about that. How do you feel when you're dancing with the squad, and what kind of feeling you get?
I feel really happy and I feel really comfortable because they're all just such amazing people and they're really good friends.
Are you a follower or a bossy? Which one? When you're dancing,
I don't know.
you know, like stop and say, hey, you know, to do it correct, you know, you do it this way. Oh, so you do that sometimes. Okay. All right. Let's meet the odd man out.
Good morning. My name is Leon Gongra. I am 16 years old and I love dancing because since little I've watched my older sister join the CCC dance company, and I used to see her dance with emphasis and a lot of energy, and I got the courage to start dancing because of her, and I'm the person I am right now because of her.
Being at Venezuela, it's difficult to get boys to dance, to come out and dance.
True, yeah, it's very difficult.
What do you think? Why do you think boys don't want to come out and dance?
Well, I don't really know, but it all depends on what they like to do, because other people have their own enjoyments and their own likes, right? Their likes and dislikes. I know some boys do like dancing, but they don't really like to show it.
Right.
They only hide
it's
it.
a courage. They don't have the courage to come out. They think it's a girly thing.
Yes.
And they don't know it's one of the best
Because
exercises.
it doesn't need to be a girly thing or nothing.
No.
Because like for Vince, he does hip hop.
Yeah.
He does like a lot of things. For Carnival, soca, we help him out for soca because that's not really his type of genre.
Is he the only guy in the
Yeah,
squad?
yeah, the only
Okay. How you manage with all these girls bossing you around? Do they boss you around, or because you're the only guy they treat you special?
I don't think so.
Well, I'm gonna ask them in a little while. They will treat you special. So. But do you find that you have to do anything different or special? to fit in? No, you just feel as one of the crowd, right? Well, congratulations to you. And I always say this, I used to dance when I was a young man. Terribly, but I used to dance. And it's some of the best dancers in the world are men. Some of the best choreographers in the world are men. Yeah. Next.
Good morning. My name is Valana Orozco. I am 14. And
I
I
sure
love.
like you're never sure.
I almost forget the age.
Almost 15. Almost 15.
Oh, that's right.
And I love to sing and dance. I don't really know what I want to be when I grow up.
Oh,
Probably
tell me
like
that
a
one time, no?
probably like a police, I guess. I'm not sure.
You mean the singing policeman.
You mean dancing?
And dancing, yes.
So as soon as they a course, victory dance.
You say you like singing? Do you sing?
No, not really.
Only in the shower.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you going to school? You're
Yeah, CCC.
You have a best friend? A BFF?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes.
Say hello to him. Him or her?
Her.
Oh, her. Okay.
Ashanti Diego.
Okay. I hope she's watching you right now.
Yeah, hope.
All righty. And this lovely young lady there, what's your name there?
My name is Jenna Bato. I love dancing. It makes me feel happy. And I like dancing because I see dancers on YouTube and they dance really good. And that inspires me of dancing.
You have a favorite when you watch those? You like certain artists that dance?
Yes, I like Shakira.
Yeah, you like Shakira too. But I noticed the songs you did were more English songs. You know. Do you do Latin?
I said
dances?
it depends. We've had workshops done with Latin music. We've only done, I think, 2 performances with
There's
Latin
some
music so
salsa
far.
and,
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like
I think it was the recent one that they did for. It was a pageant. One of our dancers, the one that is not here, Jaylene, she was competing for a pageant and she had selected same from Shakira as well and J-Lo, and they did a Latin performance.
Okay. How old are you, my dear?
I'm 9 years old.
You're the youngest one in the squad? Is she the youngest?
Yeah. No, Jaylene is the youngest. Jaylene is the youngest. She was part of a pageant at Xavier Primary School. I
9
think
years
she's.
old.
I think she's 8. She's 1 year below her. So she's the
Okay.
youngest.
Okay. When you choose your dancers, you have a minimum age or you just...
Not really. I don't really go by age. I just go by if I don't know if it's like I look at a person and I know if they enjoy dancing or not, and that's what I go based on. Cause like I said, for me, in my perspective, one thing that I've learned from meeting dancers all across the country is that some people are really born to dance, but then some just learn to dance, and there's a huge difference between that because then the people that are born to dance, for me, they don't tend to have a specific genre or a preference. They just enjoy learning whatever comes their way. But some people that learn to dance, let's say for example that person learned only Latin music, they don't tend to come out of that shell.
Right,
if they get
right.
introduced to maybe
No, you need
hip hop
to
or
familiarize
contemporary,
yourself across
they kind of get
across the
skeptical or be like, oh, you know what, I prefer to stay there. And for me, those are the people that learn to dance. And some of them are really excellent dancers, but the difference with people that really love to dance tend to venture in many different genres.
That's right.
And that is the difference to me. So it really doesn't the age doesn't matter to me, but that love.
Are you here just to showcase your squad, or you have something coming up that you want
Well, yeah, when I spoke to Miss Manuela about the group, you know, we discussed about the highlight for them coming on the show from a while back. But recently,
we'd love to have you all over from
yeah,
Corazal.
the
This is
only
rare.
thing we have coming up is Carnival.
Yeah.
Like I said, we are challenging it for the first time, and many of them have performed in Carnival in different groups when they were younger. So that's why they come with that experience.
Now you'll come as a squad.
But
one
now
team.
we'll come as a group, yeah. We will be recruiting some other dancers because to compete we do need to have 16
Okay.
a minimum. So we will be getting some temporary dancers to be part of the group and to challenge the carnival. We have, I believe it's 10 of us so far, and we
So you
need,
need
6
6
more.
more
Yeah, 6 more will be recruiting.
Corazaleños.
Have to be from Corazal?
It doesn't have to be,
Preferably though.
Preferably though, because then by that they could kind of
This
practice.
is our Corazal group, and I'm so
Right.
happy to have them here. I mean, so before we go, ladies and gentlemen, I have a question. I don't know who wants to say it first. What is it you love about Corazal? Who want to take that question first? Go ahead. Who has the mic? All right, she wants to go.
The thing that I love about Corazal is the sea. The sea is really nice there. You could see many different animals pop out once in a while.
Well, we got at the Belize City, we got animals, the papopa.
Patlika no count.
Yeah, patlika no count?
No, I no count.
We got patlika, we got rat, we got raccoon, we got pigeon. Anyway, honey, bye.
What I like Corazal is also about. What I like about Corazal is also the sea, cause it's whenever you go inside the sea, like you feel more refreshed, and I feel like the sea is really good.
So you could swim?
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. Anybody else? What do you like about Corazal? I know for one thing you have pretty girls in Corazal, right? You're looking at that. You have handsome boys in Corazal?
Yeah, you put them on the spot. The parents to watch. The parents to watch. When they go home, they want quick down drill there.
Because we got handsome guys in Belize City. We are right here, right, Rich?
Yes.
Help me, man. You know?
Look, I know both for have to explain myself to. When I don't want to get nobody's child in.
Yeah. So why do you like Corazal? Go ahead, dear.
Why I like it is like basically Corazal is like a mix of like different kinds of stuff. Like you never know what you will expect. You never know when there might be a party or when there might be something happening by the beach, or maybe it's just the unexpected weather that brings you into the mood. It like
we see Corazal as kind of quiet, a little bit, but obviously there's a lot of activity going on in Corazal, right? So if before we go, you have a question or something?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there's one final thing, and it's for Vince. Why do you believe that this is important for the youth, the younger generation, to have this medium of expression on just being a part of a group? How does that benefit them?
Well, I mean, I do have a passion for it. One, because when I was growing up, I must admit I used to give trouble, especially here when I came to primary school in Queen Street Baptist School, and but guidance from different groups, different adults that put me in sports, especially with the marching band, guidance from Miss Ruth Schumann, one of the persons that really put me where I am today. So I must give a shout out to Miss Ruth Schumann. Without her, I wouldn't be here today expressing my talent, and she made me realize that mediums like these create environments for children, and not only for them to go out and express themselves and be comfortable, but also for them to be able to communicate with different people, and that's what I love about the group, is that all of them come from different schools, different parts of Corazal, and we've actually done workshops with groups from Orange Walk. They did an exchange with Central Drum Corps. They came all the way to Corazal to meet the girls and had a workshop day, a full day of workshop. And having that exchange and youth activity, gives them something to do other than be out there, not having anything else to do. And like I said, idle's mind is the devil's workshop, right? So I feel like them coming out here, being part of this group, it really gives them an opportunity to really know what they like, what they want to do.
Yeah.
And I don't charge my group. None of them pay any fees to be part of the group.
So this is all voluntary? You just have
it's a voluntary thing to be in my group. And the only thing I personally ask is the parent support. Because obviously without the parents, the group wouldn't be functional. And
you need costumes, you need
I must
and things like that.
I must also shout out the parents, the committee that support me, whenever there's fundraisers, whenever we need to find money, because doing parades is very expensive, right? Especially when it comes to fuel, outfits, hydration and stuff like that. The parents have been very supportive. So without them, the group wouldn't be possible as well. But yeah, so like I said, the kids enjoy being part of a group, and I give my time to them, because as long as they're happy and it creates opportunities for them. For example, some of them are recipients of scholarships for this year, going into the new school year. Yeah. And my goal is to eventually get most of them on scholarships as they go along. Right. So
we got to go. We're running out of time. We so regret that you're leaving us already. But what you could say and wave hello to those who are watching, your family, give them a big goodbye.
That was way water than mine.
All right, with that, we have to move on.
Yeah, we'll take our final break, and we'll be back.
With some advice. Good morning, Belize. Welcome back as we bring you the final segment of the show. It's been quite diverse this morning. We try to touch all topics that affect our daily lives. We're having fun, we learn, we're working with young people, and obviously sometimes we have to take a step back and look at, get some serious advice, or take a look at ourselves and how we're behaving. And speaking of that, we have Mr. Esnoveus, who's the director at NDAC, National Drug Abuse Control Council, and he's visiting us this morning. It's a subject that we can't avoid. We need to talk about it sometimes and remind ourselves that we need to take care of ourselves, which affects society, how we behave, affects young people, the next generation. It has a lot of, when it goes, it crosses borders, it affects our lives on a daily basis, and that's drugs in general. So good morning, sir.
Good morning. Always a pleasure to be here in this studio to talk about the issues related to substance misuse, particularly when today we're celebrating the International Day on Substance Misuse and Illicit Trafficking. And it's fitting because as a country, as you may know, we are a transshipment point for narco trafficking and so forth. And it also leaves a number of residue in our communities, right? So therefore, as an institution within the Ministry of Health and Wellness, we're cognizant of the fact that much has to be done and much is being done so that we would be able to address the issues of not only illicit substance that is consumed within our borders, but also in terms of those illicit substances like alcohol and tobacco and other emerging products that are readily accessible, particularly among the younger population.
How, and Doc has been, of course, advocating on that for quite a few years now. How much interest should we take up on this subject as an individual Belizean, as a regular citizen? I may be listening and say, that don't got nothing to do with me. I mean, but it is affecting us as a country and as a people, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And it is affecting us not only in relation to our health, but also in terms of our society, the health economics that it also affects, as well as how much influence substance misuse has on a number of social issues, domestic violence, child abuse, and so forth. And for us at the National Drug Abuse Control Council, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, we know that prevention education is part of the whole approach that is being done to be able to ensure that the population gets the information that they need to know and the tools that they need to have so that they make the right choices in life. And as we move towards ensuring that we have effective services that would be available and accessible to the population, such as outreach services, treatment and rehabilitation, as well as cessation services for the general population.
You know, we speaking to you and doing this for a few years, we talk to different organizations, and it always comes up that we seem to be in a defensive mode more than a preventative mode. We immediately start talking about services and help you, rehabilitation. Are we losing the battle against, well, anything, you know, drug related, for instance, cigarettes, alcohol, the hard drugs? Are we?
I don't think that we are losing.
How bad is it?
I don't think that we're losing the battle. It's just that the battle is transformative, right? Meaning that how we do or how we did prevention education and outreach services 20 years ago is no longer the same, right? I can recall that during my younger years, you would have heard the National Drug Council saying and talking a lot about saying no to drugs. But at that time, saying no to drugs wasn't effective in the sense that now we are seeing that we have to invest more in rehabilitation facilities, we have to invest more in outreach services because the people are in need of it, right? But what we do at the National Drug Abuse Control Council now is also looking at how we can diversify prevention education, where we start prevention education from an early age. We go to preschools, we go to the primary schools, we go to high schools, and we engage with the students and the general population out there, particularly the young population that are not necessarily within an institutional setting, right? So for us at the National Drug Abuse Control Council, it's important to ensure that the population is aware that substance, regardless of the substance that you are consuming, it's bad, right? And there are services that are available through the public health system that they can approach and they can get guidance in terms of what they need to do, particularly for the younger population, because our statistics is showing that more and more the younger population are being attracted to these substances, particularly those new and emerging substances like vaping, like electronic cigars, as well as alcohol.
Just regular drugs
that
are manufactured.
And just regular drugs that are manufactured.
Opioids has killed millions in the United States.
Exactly.
And I'm sure we consume some of that here too.
And particularly, we're seeing that a lot of men, young men, are not only exposed, but are driven to consumption, right? And there are a number of factors that contribute to this. Social pressures, the socioeconomic impact that the society has on our population. But lo and behold, there are avenues and there are mechanisms that are in place that young people, whether it be young men, young women, can access these services and guidance can be given to them.
I'm glad that you mentioned that because, as I'm sure you're aware, we are still in Men's Mental Health Month. And I'm not sure if you have like a statistic to determine what the percentage of men versus women in country that use or abuse drugs, I should say. But just how much of a problem is it on men's mental health for us men to be using drugs, or how badly is it?
I can speak in terms of the number of clients that we see on an annual basis at the National Drug Abuse Control Council. About 65% of our clients are men, and of those 65, almost 50% are young men, right? So that means that we have to ensure that the information is given to them, because we know that we live in a society that is filled with social pressures and a number of other things that contribute to these factors, including culture, where in our society it is predominantly okay to consume alcohol from a young age. So these are the things that we need to start to change in terms of how society and how individuals see a substance misuse, right? That it cannot be used as a gateway for solving issues, right? It cannot be used as a gateway to ensure that your mental stability is okay, because at the end of the day, whether you consume alcohol, whether you consume hard substances, it's not solving your problem. It's only providing you that escape that you need, but at the end of the day, when that high is out, you still go back again to reality and you still have to face your life as it is, right? So therefore, the Ministry of Health and Wellness does provide these assistance, and not only through the National Drug Abuse Control Council, but also through the mental health unit of the Ministry of Health, where men can access these services. And that is one of the other things that affects a lot of the services that are provided, because normally because men are machos that they don't want to access these services, but the service is there. They can access the services, and it's free of cost within the public health system. So men ought to change that, the scope in which they see substance misuse, but also in the way how they access these services that are easily available in our society.
What I know you're doing your job, and but like any conflict or problem, you always have those who are for the defense and those for the prosecution. The same way you're educating against use of it, we have forces that are promoting. Not necessarily directly promoting some drugs, but we do promote generally that it's okay to consume some what we call drugs. Where do you see that conflicting with your job? I think I'm seeing. I think the U.S. is planning. I think by 2028 will increase the age or something of cigarette smoking entirely, and they're already getting a pushback, and they are going after tobacco actually. And I ask this because they say that smoking, they will basically try to ban it, while you have like this cigar companies come and say, hey, hold on, there are responsible people here who are smoking cigars responsibly. You can't include them in this. And the same thing happens to us with alcohol. We denigrate alcohol, but we at the same time we say, hey, as long as you do it responsibly. How do you teach a generation to draw that line? Well, it's not, millions drink, the alcohol industry is huge. And we do, but other things kill more people than alcohol. How do you how do you moderate that message?
And it's not about blanketing the message, it's about being real about the message. At the end of the day, tobacco kills, right? There's no ins, outs, or buts about it. And it's one of those products that when consumed as directed by the industry, it kills you. And it leads you to the cemetery, right? Whether it be because it's associated with cancers or other non-communicable diseases. But one of the things that the Ministry of Health and Wellness has been doing and we've been working very hard is ensuring that we have a national tobacco bill, right? And that tobacco bill gives us the strength and the teeth that we need so that we will be able to regulate and implement measures that would be for the benefit of the Belizean population, right? Whether it be through regulating advertisement of tobacco products, whether it be looking at how we present these tobacco products through their labeling and ensuring that those labelings that these tobacco products have health warnings, but not only health warnings that says this product is dangerous, but so that you can physically see the dangers
Like they do in Europe.
like they do in Europe.
In Europe, they have
Also,
pictures of somebody actually dying.
putting a legal age of consumption of tobacco,
Right.
ensuring that the sale of tobacco products to minors is heavily fined. So the Ministry of Health is working to ensuring that this bill sees the light of the day. And added to that, the Ministry of Health is also proposing and will be proposing very shortly the implementation of a national alcohol bill, which is also needed. For example, increasing the age of consumption from 18 to 21, also regulating the advertisement of alcohol products in our society, and looking at how we can increase taxes on these products so that we would be able to have the funding available to be able to implement effective programs, effective services, and so forth within the public health system.
How do you know as NDAC that persons 18 and under are consuming alcohol in this country?
Well, the data that we have seen with the clients that we see at NDAC, we have seen clients as consuming as early as 10 years alcohol, right? Yeah. And when you look at the pattern of consumption, you also see in terms of how much the consumption starts from home, where the parents would be the examples and would be the ones normalizing consumption among the younger population. So this is where I would say to the parents of our younger population that they too have a role to play, that they too have that important mandate to ensure that they safeguard the lives of their kids, right? Ensuring that they show them good examples, if you want to put it that way, that it is through them that the younger population would also know that all of these negative things that are portrayed when it comes to consumption should start at home. Education should start at home, right? And then we at the National Drug Abuse Control Council will then provide the younger population with the tools that they need to say no.
How far can the state go in helping you with that? Some state, like we mentioned Europe with the pictures, in the US you just put smoking kills, but there they actually put graphic and huge, this, you smoke this, you'll end up in the cemetery kind of thing. But you can't go beyond like telling people, no, you can't smoke. Is there a point you think where the state will have to come down and ban it or I don't know?
I think measures are to be placed, right? And like I said, the Ministry of Health and the government of Belize is steadfast to ensuring that we protect the lives of the people. We have to start from somewhere.
But if these young children are consuming alcohol, there is something we're not doing. In other words, they have access to it.
Yes, and access will always be the issue, especially when we don't have legislation that would, in one way or the other, regulate accessibility, right? We need to ensure that, for example, when teenagers or when kids would go and purchase at the stores, that these things are regulated and that the stores have penalties, fines, and that even closure of their establishment if these things continue. So I'm very hopeful with both the tobacco legislation and the alcohol legislation that when these things are implemented, that we would be able to curb consumption, particularly among the younger population, because at the end of the day, that's the spirit of these bills, right? To protect lives
course,
and to ensure that
But
our
at the
people.
end of the day, it's, I have to make that decision myself.
Yes, it's a decision, but once that decision is done with knowledge of the things that would be harmful, then that means that the state have done its part. The institutions that have been established to be able to not only regulate but also to empower the people in terms of the dangers of these products, then the onus will be on you to make the right choices.
And to help with that, I'm sure that NDAC has some programs and initiatives that are in place in pipeline that can help with this whole prevention, correct?
Yes, currently the National Drug Abuse Control Council is doing a number of initiatives, and we are going beyond the mainstream services that we provide in terms of prevention education. We are ensuring that we do alternative to prevention, meaning that we would use gardening, that we would use music, sports, culture, so that we would be able to impart prevention education, but at the same time utilizing these other areas so that we will be able to get the attention of the younger population, because that's one of the things when you work with young people, they easily lose track of what you are telling them if you don't make these things attractable to them. And this is exactly what industries would do, right? So we have to ensure that we are able to target the younger population through ensuring that our marketing strategies towards them are focused on what is more attractive to them via social media, the things that they do, as well as ensuring that we have a very good relationship with the rehabilitation and treatment facilities so that the services that are offered by these centers go in line with minimum standards of care, as well as provide that capacity to the staff of the National Drug Abuse Control Council to be able to ensure that they would also have that capacity to be able to modernize the services that are offered by the council. And of course, working in ensuring that we have effective research available and at the same time to be able to contribute to the discussion and ensuring that we make viable recommendations when it comes to legislation and legal reform.
How much influence you have and how strict do you think legislation needs to be? I'm just reading, and I think the UK just passed the tobacco and vapes bill, a landmark piece of legislation that will permanently ban the sale of tobacco products to anyone born on or after January 1st of 2009. That will take effect January 1st of next year. And because they're calling it historic, because they are actually trying to tell you, you can't smoke. Do you think we will, at some point, we will have to do that?
Yes, we will, and we should, for the benefit of the people. And the bill that has been already presented and has gone through the first reading in the National Assembly and will soon go to the second reading is one of the most fast-forward thinking bill in the region, right? As a matter of fact, our bill has also been recommended and acknowledged by the Pan American Health Organization as being as one of those bills that really looks towards ensuring that we implement the Framework Convention on Tobacco Control in our country, which we are signatories of, right? And at the end of the day, the bill that is being presented, and when it becomes law, it will be one of those bills that was created to protect the lives of the people of Belize.
You know how it is. Critics will always say it's not going to work, and they're talking even about the UK. Americans are looking at it closely. Where does marijuana fit into all this now?
Well, marijuana is one of those substances that does have a lot of effects here in our country. Again, when we look at the statistics from the clients that we see at the National Drug Abuse Control Council, we see a lot of young people coming to access outreach services who are marijuana consumers, and added to that, marijuana consumers and other substances that they consume. So one of the things that we strongly believe that, and we advocate a lot at the National Drug Abuse Control Council, is that we have to ensure that the population is aware about the negative effects of marijuana consumption. And people may say that it doesn't have much negative effects, but at the
It
longer
has
run,
both. I mean, it has negative and positive.
yeah, but
I
we-
think that's what we're trying to balance.
Yeah, exactly. And we, as a responsible council and a responsible ministry, we have to ensure that the population gets the right information, because it all boils down to people making the right choices in life, right? So when we look at substance misuse at the National Drug Abuse Control Council, whether it be illicit or licit substances, we have to ensure that our population doesn't only have the right tools and the right mechanism to make those choices, but also have access to the services that are needed for rehabilitation and reintegration back again into our
But
society.
that's not at the end of the day. It all depends on me accessing this or being. They say you can only educate the people who want to be educated. You know, you could put out all information out there, and they still don't go for it. How are you celebrating the day
internationally against
Well,
drug use?
we've been very busy. No. We've been very busy at the Ministry of Health and Wellness in ensuring that we provide as much as we can that information for us. Even though today we celebrate International Day of Illicit Substance, it's every day for us because that's our daily job, right? There's not a day when one of our staff would be at an institution providing these services. But currently what we're doing is that we're having youth forums countrywide. Yesterday we had in Orange Rock, and on Monday we had in Corazal. On Tuesday we had in Corazal, on Wednesday we had in Corazal, and we've had it here in Belize City, and in September we're going to the west, and then we're going throughout the country because we want to know the voice of the young population. We want to know what is their concerns, what is it that we need to do, not only as a ministry but also as a council, to ensuring that what their needs are also reflected not only in terms of legislation, but also in terms of the services that are provided. We're also doing sensitization sessions with the community so that they are aware about the tobacco bill and they are aware of other issues that are affecting the community when it comes to substance misuse, right? And it's a very good way of also measuring the needs of the population out there, because that is something different that we're doing now that we haven't been doing before. Listening to the people about what are the things that are affecting their community, and how they see the work that is being done in terms of ensuring.
And what else you need to do? Esnora, you need to come more often.
Yes.
'Cause this is a subject we need to open up and talk about a lot. We have a lot more questions, you know, and speak about it frankly, you know, and what the reality is in our country. Thanks for talking to us.
It's always a
coming in this
pleasure.
morning. Yeah, enjoy your weekend.
I will.
Responsibly.
Don't drink and drive.
A minute after 9, and Rich. Was a great show.
I know you can't wait to enjoy the rest of your Friday.
Well, yeah, of course, I'm going to be meeting you guys a little bit later on because I will be on air for a bit. But let me just give the thank yous. Of course, we want to say thank you to our producer, Manuela Ayuso, to the MCO for today, that is William Usher. In training right now, we have K1. And in Love FM studio, I believe we have Tamar Jones, who will be keeping you company up until 12 midday today. Andrew Jones for helping us to stream online, and to each and every one of you from near and far, thanks for being a part of the morning show. Just before I do end up, I want to say one final thing. Alele Blue.
Okay, is that a code for something?
It means that France will win.
Oh, okay.
Alele Blue, that's a French call.
All right.
Alele
okay.
Blue.
All right, well, yeah, I think we agree with that. France will take it. Williamson, no.
We'll see.
We'll see. Maybe we should have bet only $10 or so. There we go, promoting gambling. Anyway, take care of yourself. Behave responsibly. Consume responsibly. And be kind to somebody today. Belize and beyond, thanks for choosing love. Bye-bye.
I say good morning, Belize, and good morning, and how are you this morning?
to work from day till night. Get up every morning, let's go to work from day